Hi, everybody. Wanted to give you part 2 of Eat Like a King and Lose Weight. It's going to be a really short series because it's not difficult. You know, it is a new way of thinking, and there are some things you're going to have to do and certain commitments that you're going to have to make. But it's of all the things that we've done, and we've been studying for a long, long time about weight loss and nutrition and health, and we've tried just about everything out there. And so this really fit for me. It might not fit for you, but I think it's a pretty simple way of doing things. There are some costs, and the costs are pretty minimal compared to a lot of other ways to lose weight, ways to get healthy, and it becomes part of a lifestyle. And so it starts off with you making certain decisions. And the first and probably the hardest decision for most people is to get rid of the poison. You have to get rid of poison in your system because once you start poisoning your body is actually not working the way it's supposed to work. And the first poison that you need to get rid of is processed food. Processed food and sugar is actually a deterrent to your body's natural system. And there are a lot of things out there that are actually considered unhealthy or unclean. And one of the things, like pork products and shellfish and rabbit, for example. I use rabbit as an example. The American Indian knew that they didn't eat rabbit. And the reason was they realized that you could starve to death eating that as a food source because your body would take just as much energy to process the rabbit meat as to what you gained from eating it. And so they knew that was not a good food. And pork is the same way. Pork, you put it into your system and it ruins your digestive enzymes. You're not getting any nutrition. It's actually poisoning your system and your body's having to fight things. And there's a lot of things out there that are just not good for you. So processed foods that are considered unhealthy or unclean, just eliminate it out of your life. Now, the thing is, some people say, well, if I have to live where I can't eat the things I like to eat, then I just not worth living. And I understand that because I was that guy in the beginning. Steak and potatoes. I was cooking three times a week. I was out on the grill and I was barbecuing. I was steak and I was eating stuff and I was mixing food groups together. And I was of the same opinion. What's the sense of living if you can't enjoy your life? And what I found is if you do it right, you'll get the benefit of both worlds. There's a way to eat like a king. There's a way to satisfy your taste buds, satisfy your hungers, and learn to live healthy. You'll not only lose weight, you'll feel better, and you really won't miss it, I promise you. Now, in the beginning, it's a little painful, and the things that are painful are the things that are actually considered addiction, like sugar. Sugar is probably as bad as cocaine in many people's lives. Gradually move yourself away from it. You don't have to do cold turkey, get headaches, want to jump off a bridge. But sugar, the elimination of processed foods, everything that's set in a box. If you go to the store and you buy it in a box, you should probably eliminate it. Fresh fruits and vegetables, organic foods, organic meat. Some people say, well, I can't afford to eat like that. I'm telling you, you can. You can go to food markets. There's plenty of places like all these foods and some places that if you just shop and you know where to shop, you're not spending more, or if it is more, it's only a little bit more. You're not spending that much more money to eat right than to eat bad. And you're gonna thank yourself for it. So that's the first part. Part one is to get rid of processed foods, eliminate sugar from your diet. Work on it. Figure out a process. I figure I was going to live for another 10, 15, 20 years at least. I might as well work on it as a process. And I moved into it gradually. My first year was to eliminate the bad stuff and to gradually start moving into. And it's just like anything else in life. The things that are good for you at first may not feel that great. Like exercise. If you're not exercising at first, it doesn't feel great. After a very short while, you all become addicted to the good stuff. And so food for me is fun. It's enjoyable. It's tasty. I actually love it. I don't miss all the other stuff, all the nasty, greasy stuff that I see other people eat. Now, if I go back and eat a greasy hamburger or something that's bad for me, I feel gross. It's just, I don't like it. The things that I used to love, I don't like anymore. So that's step number one. Be willing to make some mind shifts. And then tomorrow or the next day, I'm going to show you part 3. There's only going to be very short training. I mean, you're going to be able to understand how to eat like a king and lose weight and feel better in a very short amount of time. So there's a short little session. Get rid of the poison and you'll start the process. See you in the next one.